Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing good. So today I'm starting a new podcast where the name is Hackers Hideout, and this is the first episode. We have Anshuman Das from Bolster. So he'll be having some detailed conversation with us regarding cyber threat intelligence and what are the things that he have learned. So let's directly get into it. Okay. Hi Anshuman, welcome to the first episode of Hackers Hideout. So I'm glad that you joined us in the first talk. So we'll start now. Okay, can you just please introduce yourself?
Hey, hi. Thanks, Hitesh, for just having me here, and I'm glad to be here. And this will be my first podcast actually, and I don't know, I'm hoping for the best, and I have not given an interview anything since I'm really excited to having conversation with you and stuff like that. I am Anshuman, and by profession, I'm a cyber threat researcher or security researcher. I like to doodle stuff. That's how I and another guy, Rohit, just we have made this security jeans for security researcher or who is interested into learning more into security domain. And in my free time, I love to read crime related stories or look into criminology stuff like that. And also I love sorry, I love riding bikes and all. Uh, and this is all about me. And also I'm a pet parent, so I have two pet dogs. So, and this is pretty much about.
Awesome. That's a really detailed one. Okay. Nice. So as you told, part of security research kind of thing that you do at Security Zines. So we'll come to that in some time. Before
Sure.
that, just let me know, just tell me what are the part that you do in your day jobs, like what exactly you do in your company.
Yeah. So basically, I have worked for a cyber threat intelligence company previously as a cyber threat researcher. There, I just tried various new adversaries, like the tactics, mainly TTPs. I researched that and try to understand their pattern, how they're working, and just integrate into the product. In my recent company, I am doing the pretty much same, but more specific to security research, where I am trying to identify the pattern of various threat actors tactics for creating phishing domains, which is quite high these days, and integrate into the product. So this is my role, I can say.
All right, all right. So, I mean, you are quite passionate as I've known you from past long time. So, just tell me your journey into to get into the cybersecurity field. So, how it was?
So yeah, since like when I started in my college, that time I was really didn't know nothing about cybersecurity at all. Just I knew about a few programming stuff and few about computer, how it works. That was it. But ever since I have the curiosity to know about how things work in in any technology, or maybe if I run any program or anything. At the time, I was curious to learn how in the background it works, or how I can misuse it, or maybe anybody can misuse it. That was my point where I started exploring into this field, and I discovered that okay, this is the field I can go into. And then all happened that I took cybersecurity as major in my BTech, and then from there I started learning and got involved into communities. I played CTF. I have solved a lot of rooms in
Track me kind of
Hackerbox,
thing.
Try Hack Me. Yes, those are the beginner friendly platforms. I stumbled upon there, and yeah, that's how I pretty much started it. Then I just grind and grind and grind, and eventually one day I just got into also not initially I directly get into full time job, but what I did was I was not fond of sticking to the college syllabus and all. That's why to get rid of that, I have done plenty of internships from my third years itself. So I get into internships. Like I have done 5 internships before I get my job, means like the full time job. So there also I have done cybersecurity analyst role, pen testing role, and even I have worked as junior cybersecurity instructor, because I love to explain things in a simplified manner. Like that's what I think make me learn so much, that like if I have to make you understand one topic, then I literally research on that particular topic so much that in that way I learn so much, and then I can deliver it in a simpler way. So yeah,
So,
that's it. That's how I've learned.
so I can say the more main, like the main motive around security science is like you do a lot of research, so that actually
Yes,
helps you to make those concepts as simple as it is. Like,
exactly.
yeah, that actually
Yeah,
helps. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's the only main point. And security giants came into picture like recently, but I love to take notes in that format only. Like even
Got it. Got
in
it.
my text, like just those pen and paper I used to write those concepts while I was just reading through that. So now it's I converted to security agents. That's the only difference.
Okay, that's a very good thing. Like as you've already told about your initial days of getting started. So,
Yeah.
was there any kind of obstacles or challenges that you faced when you just got started? Because most of the beginners out there in today's like there are hell lot of resources now, but in compared to like the later years, know that there is not much. I mean, resources. The time when we got started. So how did you overcome those things?
Yeah, mainly what I have just faced while I started into this. First, uh, when I opted for that cybersecurity as a major, a lot of friends, told me, yeah, there's no future in India. Like cybersecurity is only if you do job in outside of India. There's no future or anything. So stuff like that I used to hear from them. So that made me little bit demotivated at that time. But yes, just I listened to my inner voice, and just I kept going what I wanted to do or what I love to do in that way. Second, definitely there was no such resource at that time when I started, because at that point of time it was booming. It was not even like today. You will get, most of the time you will get a blog post for a particular concept if you want to learn. So at that time I read through documentation to understand things. So it was time taking process, and that time taking process was so frustrated. Sometime I thought like quitting or do something else. But yes, then gradually I just stumble upon few resources, like the beginner friendly resources like try hack me or the hack the box, and a lot of other resources where I can get into the real hands-on practices of particular concept that I have already learned. And then if I get stuck, community is a great help. Like I get involved into community, I ask questions to the community, like it is Discord communities or the offline community that I was into. And in that way I got help, and I just reach here where I am today.
Nice. Actually, like, yeah, I agree to it. Whatever you have said, the time, like, we also started. It was kind of
Yes,
overwhelming that time. There were not
exactly.
much resource. I remember late 2021 Track Me come into existence, like a lot before they were having their online presence. But we kind of get to know in the first quarter or second quarter of 2021.
Yes.
That's when everything was changed. It was
Yes.
it was a great platform. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So at the starting, you told that you are mostly into, I mean, threat research. So, like, why did you choose this particular domain in cybersecurity? There are other domains as well. Why threat
Uh,
research?
yeah. So like since I have told you, like I have done 5 internships before I joined to my in a full time job where I have done only cyber threat intelligence or threat research. So like I have done pen testing and cybersecurity analysis job, like mainly pen testing or the testing part of the particular cybersecurity project, or it could be application security and all. I'm not saying these are not vast field. Yes, these are themselves vast field, and there are a lot of things to learn. And vulnerability intelligence came into this particular field. You need a lot of knowledge to it. But I don't feel excited by those fields. That's why like I jump into this. Like I wanted to try initially that let's see what this particular field provides. Then gradually when I go by all the workflow and all the things that I need to know about this field is really like just thrills me, like this really gives me a thrilling kind of perspective, where there are strategic intelligence, where there is tactical intelligence and operational intelligence, stuff like that, which is not only that, it's a dynamic in nature. Let's say like it's cutting edge cyber security, where cyber threat intelligence reports or the intelligence helps you to secure your organizations better, or help you to build cyber defense to the topmost category. Second is a high demand. Definitely there are a lot of things that is being automated in the security field these days after chat gpt came into the picture. But before that also, that time like various email model or the various AI technologies were used to detect threats, vulnerabilities, stuff like that. But this cyber intelligence or cyber threat intelligence, like AI can detect, but what human can bring to the table cannot be done by any AI or ML, right? So that will be there. High demand will be there for this field. And this is not about technicality. Cyber threat intelligence doesn't only require technical knowledge. It requires your geopolitical knowledge, economics is involved in this, and even human psychology is involved in this. So this thrives me more to learn more. And then the impact, basically the work we do as a cyber threat researcher directly help organizations safety, and the measures they take based on our input, our research. So that means the responsibility is huge, and that makes me like, if I have a pressure on me in that situation, in like personally saying, I can work more than that. So like what I can put in my 100%, I can work beyond that point. So it challenges me, and definitely at the end of the day I learn for the solution. So learning is it's
That is
not
the
in,
end
in
goal. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, that is the
yeah,
end goal, and it
yeah,
doesn't actually, there is no
exactly.
limit.
Exactly. Continuous learning is there. So these are the reason why I have chosen cyber threat intelligence.
So I think certain points like this human psychology, the open source intelligence that
Mhm,
you do, the
mhm.
geographical, I mean, aspect of cybersecurity is something that you get motivated and stay focused into that particular field, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Correct. So these are all the informations. Like it's kind of a puzzle. Like if you want to understand a threat actor group or the TTPs of a threat actor groups, and you want to really understand them, what's their motive, why they're doing this, and like in the future, basically why we are trying to answer a particular question for this particular threat actor group, because so that we will understand their motive, that is their psychological thinking, or maybe their motive definitely tells you in future which particular organization may be targeted, or maybe which particular sector can be targeted. So in that way any organization can build their defense, right? So yeah, this is it. So all those intelligence come through this particular like OSINT and human and this geosint
Got it,
intelligence.
got it. Okay, now let us just directly jump into something that is very interesting that I
Yeah.
have felt is kind of helping a lot of like new people who are getting into cybersecurity, and that is, I mean, no doubt SecurityZines. So, what exactly it is? You already gave us a brief introduction, but just give me a detailed one, like how, what is the story behind it when you plan to started it, like to start it. What is the
Mhm.
motivation again, like to start SecurityZines in such a platform and to share with the community?
Yeah. So basically, it was really not any plan or anything. Initially, it was like, okay, I like to take notes and stuff like that. And I told you while in my doing some kind of instruction, like as a cyber instructor, cyber security instructor. So I used to explain things in that way, not drawing and all, in a live lectures. So I bought one just Wacom's tablet, which you can insert in laptop and you can draw it. So definitely there are softwares and stuff like that. So in that way I used to do it, and definitely most of the students whom I have trained, they literally liked it, and it was interactive more or less. Then I started drawing it, offline, and then I took that image file and one day I just posted randomly and it went like, okay, people started liking it. And then I came across another similar kind of post but better than mine, like in terms of organization, information giving and structure and stuff like that. It was Rohit who started with CecurityZines first, and then like he actually like very humble guy, just he told me and we just chatted one day over Twitter that hey bro, like if you have the same vision, I have the same vision, so why we're doing it separately, and just let's collaborate together. So that's why we came together and started this security agents. Right now we don't have any, like we have not promoted or anything, any sub, it's like organic interaction engagement based on the feedback we get from the Twitter or the LinkedIn, and we try to create and those security agents and try to put value in the community. And also the thing is right now we are getting a great opportunities because of this, and since security agents is a niche, so I'll, okay, let me tell you the name behind this. Zines or Zines is a basically short form of magazine, so that's it called Zines or Zines. That's why it's security agents, but is a niche topic. Now when I started doing it, I also love to create a lot of simplification which is not relevant to security, but it's also relevant to technological fields or maybe technology. Like if I love some working of a technology, I would definitely create a doodle on that or the flyers on that. So now the thing is we are trying to keep it more diverse, so that we'll be adding in future, we'll be adding more of technological gens. It's not will won't be limited to security itself, but definitely yes, security agents, that's what we have started and it's growing.
All right, that's now a detailed explanation of what security science is.
Yeah.
Awesome. So coming
Yeah.
back to, I mean, threat intelligence. So
Mhm.
if someone from the viewer is watching this video and he wants to get into this domain, so what are the suggestions that you will give to him? Like as you being the person, like consider yourself as the beginner one who go back to the time. What I want to say, and just give some suggestions to yourself, thinking that you will be getting into this field, and what are the things that you need to look into?
Yeah, so first of all, only one thing that like the most important thing, not only one thing, it's is just learn the basic about basic of how operating system works, networking works, web fundamentals. These are the things that will definitely help a lot. It doesn't matter if you are getting into cyber threat intelligence or not, it's in general in cybersecurity field. And yeah, like when I started, I didn't focus on those parts much, but gradually, when I just move forward, then I realized the importance, and definitely from that day I started, just focusing on the each and every part of those basic things of those fundamental subjects. Uh, that will help, like any security professional in their field, as much as they want, they can leverage more opportunities by only knowing these particular fundamental things. Secondly, networking is important when you will be working as a cybersecurity analyst, whether it's a cybersecurity analyst role, whether it's cyber security engineer, or it could be cyber threat researcher. It's not a solo role you will be doing. You have to have collaboration skills in you, or team building skills, like how you can perform a particular task or solve a problem in a team. So that networking is important. And third is like practical knowledge is also important when you are doing, just understanding the concept. Don't be limited to that. Just try to make a project. It could be a small automation program or a program. And thirdly, it could be any kind of sort of machine you are creating, or like for a particular vulnerability, or you are like, if you want to break something, you need to build something. So that part everybody should focus on. It's not necessary, but yeah, it will help you in long run. So these are the things. And last important is programming. It's not important. I mean, knowing the programming languages is not important. Yes, I agree, but definitely this understanding of a programming language structure, how it works, it will definitely help you to understand a lot of things in a deeper level. So yeah, these are the things that I can say to my older self.
Thanks for that information. That is really informative. Okay, so this is something I guess no one asked in a podcast, but I'll do ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
So, I mean, does threat intel like pays well, and what are the job opportunities that you get? I mean, in
uh,
terms of pay scale, first thing. And as no one talks about it, I would really want to know and pass this information to my viewers. So, over
sure,
to you.
definitely. Yeah, it's like okay. Let me put this thing in like the way that if you have skills, you will get paid very much, very well. But the average, I would say, for a beginner or fresher, it will start with like 8 to 10 LPA in India, I'm talking about. But yes, compared to US, it's very less. But in US or maybe the outside market, it's huge more than that. Like if I compare it with INR, it will be around 20 to 30 LPA. It's like that. In USD, definitely they will be paying. But in India, yeah, starting will be 8 to 10. But if there are definitely exceptions are there,
Yeah,
and
that
it
depends on
based
the
on
companies
your
also.
skills or understanding. That's why always important. If you want to, if anybody wants to, stand out from the crowd, they definitely be focusing on those fundamental skills, and that's how you will get paid well.
Got it. So, do you suggest any kind of certification for threat intelligence?
So yeah, like it's awkward for me because I don't have any certification. So like I'm not able to suggest anybody to do some kind of certification, but there are a lot of certifications in the market.
No, I mean
But
to.
yeah, yeah, so I can tell definitely what are the all the certifications are there, but I don't know which is best, which are not best, because I don't have any experience with them.
Basically, at the
But
end of the day, your skills matters. So
exactly,
if you
that's
have
what
certification or
I'm
not,
trying to.
that is
Yeah,
fine. If you are skilled, then you will get a job, and that way on a good pay. So that
exactly.
is, yeah.
Exactly, and sometimes skills matters to a certain particular like certain organizations, because they need to show the compliance and all like that. Okay, if you are hiring some threat analyst or maybe cybersecurity professional, they must have no this certification. That's how that compliance will tell. Okay, all our employees who are working as cybersecurity professionals holds this kind of certification. So that's there.
So
But
what are
if
the,
you
I mean,
yeah.
what are the most required or most important valuable certificate that you can suggest?
Yeah, so for, if I talk about in general cybersecurity,
No,
so
in
SCP,
terms,
okay, in
in
terms of
terms of
cyber threat
yeah,
research,
correct, correct,
okay,
correct.
cyber threat research, there's one certification I heard, and I have read lot of reviews about it. It's SANS cyber threat intelligence certifications only, and this is the only certification that will give you a good exposure. That what I have experienced, or I have read their name, but it's uh, GCTI or something. Yeah, GCTI, Cyber Threat Intelligence, GIAC, an organization provide that. So that's also there. You can like anybody can no search that. These two I can recommend, but there are another EC Council provides, that is CTIA, that is Certified Threat Intelligence Analyst or something. Yeah, so that's very basic. If you want to get a taste of what cybersecurity intelligence needs to learn and start, so that's a good start. Then the two certification which I have named, one is SANS CTI certification, another one is GCTIA. So yeah, both of them requires a lot of just understanding and little bit of experience in this field. Then only anybody can off for that.
Awesome. Okay, I think we are running out of time, but I'll give my last
Yeah,
question. I'll throw my
yeah,
last
yeah,
question at you,
yeah.
and that would be all. We'll wrap it up. So,
Mhm.
do you have any advice or like something which would lead the viewers to have a promising career in threat intel, to be specific? And what are the good companies, threat intel companies, to watch out? Like they should know this thing. So, what are those companies which can be like a promising career for them?
Yeah, there are a lot of companies just who are right now evolving, or I would say they're all startups, but they are good and promising companies that definitely will stay for a long time, since this field, which right now is in like on demand. That's why. And the product that is actually coming out of it, those are really require for any organizations to like stay secure or make defense stronger. So
Could you
first of all,
mention?
the one company is like that is Mandiant, good cyber security company, like sorry, cyber threat intelligence company. And another one is of this URL scan and all. Like those are the you know companies which actually have their security team where you can get roles opens in there. But yes, I would suggest another one is I'm forgetting the names. It's Recorded Future in India. Definitely CloudSec, I would say. And right now, which in which company I'm working is Bolster. That's also a cyber threat intel. More, it's specific to digital risk protection, but yes, threat hunting and SOC analyst role you will definitely get there. And a lot of other company, Hypro and stuff like that in India. Basically, there are a lot of other companies, and also Dark Owl, Cyber Exil. These are the dark web monitoring, but yeah, also specialized in cyber threat intelligence.
Awesome. All right, that would be all from my side.
Yeah,
Thanks for giving
yeah,
your important time for me.
yeah,
Uh, I'm glad to have this, and this is anyways my first podcast, so I might be having some issues with my talking and all. That is completely fine. We'll ignore that. Eh,
yeah.
Thanks for joining me,
So
Anshuman.
thank you so much for having me. And yeah, it was also my first podcast. I don't know how it went, and if you like this, definitely like I would love to do it in specific topic, and that will be great. We'll have more chat on that particular topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can plan something like
yeah,
that in future. So
sure,
for now,
definitely,
I will mention all the links and whatever resource that you have mentioned in
sure,
this talk.
definitely.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Anshuman.
Thank you, thank you.